はい、皆様、こんにちは、こんばんは。にじさんじ所属バーチャルプロフェッサーことオリバーエバンスと申します。聞こえておりますでしょうか。聞こえていたらですね、とりあえずですね、両手両足を全部高く掲げてください。実際の画面の前でやってたとしたら、あなたはおバカさんです。よろしくお願いいたします。ということで、本日はちょっと単発ゲームですね。ちょっと本日中にですね、クリアできなかったら2回目やるかもしれないんですけれども、Good evening, everyone. ですね。こちらゲームがですね、名前がThe Stanley Parable. Parable? I never heard that word before. But、このゲームはですね、音声小さいですか？ゲーム音が大きいのかな？それとも音声はいつもと変わんないんだな。じゃあごめん、マイクから遠かったわ。マイクから遠かった、ごめん。だね。お、声。ほんとだ、ごめん。あれだ。びっくりした。ごめんね。全然だいぶ声大きくなります。ごめん。一回先だ。多分、あれだ、間違えてさっき、オーディオインターフェースに当たっちゃって、原因がバチクソ落ちてた。ごめんね。いつものぐらいに原因上げとくね。多分、これぐらいでいつも通りなのではないでしょうか。ごめんね。大丈夫かな？そう、何も触ってないはずと思ったら、さっきぶつかったうちに動いてしまっていたようでした。失礼しました。喧嘩買うって何のことだい？なんだ、喧嘩なんか誰も売ってないじゃないか。もうちょっと下げていい？もうちょっと下げた方がいいかな？ちょうどいい？どっちだい？気持ち下げるよ、じゃあ。ゲーム音はどうだい？ゲーム BGM。まあ、でかかったら今後調整してますね。I'll change the volume afterwards. Let me check the game first. ということで、ですね、The Stanley Parable。こちら、これからやっていきたいと思っているんですけども、あらすじとしましては、まあ、黙々と寡黙な男性が黙々と仕事をするのが好きなんですけれども、ある日、なんかデータが届かなくなったよと思ったら、職場に誰もいない。これはどういうことだと言って探索していくうちにですね、ナレーションによって彼の運命が決定づけられるが、ナレーションに抗うことも私が干渉することによってできるかもしれないっていう感じのゲームらしいんですね。で、こちら日本語音声版が、日本語音声じゃなくて日本語版は現在対応してないようなんですけれども、しかもなんか完全版みたいなのがどうやら来週に発売するらしいんですけど、それ気づかなくて、今日やろうと思って買った後に気づいて、あらあらと思って、まあね、今後もしくはエンディングがマルチエンディングらしいので、まあ、今後やるんだったらそっちもね、僕らはね、ゲームやらせていただいている立場でございますからね、こういったものは。ね、ゲームをね、やらせていただいている立場ですから、それは当然買わせていただいてやらせていただければと思います。むしろね、クリエイターさんにね、貢献できてよかったじゃないかって話で、よろしくお願いいたします。ということで、ちょっと今日中に終わらない可能性が若干ありまして、例によって例のごとく僕は、はい、週末以外はちょっと配信遅くまで今現状できないのでね。でも、来月もしかしたらできるかもしれないよ。来月もしかしたらできるかもしれなくなる。いや、来月はちょっとでも回線が間に合うかなんだよな。ただ僕の場合は、今住んでる場所を引き払うわけではないので、引っ越しの作業中でも全然配信頻度はそこまで下がりはしないので、はい、大丈夫だと思いますので、よろしくお願いいたします。とりあえずアンペア変更の電話入れるのがめんどくせえと思っております。ただアンペア変更ね、あれなんだよね。引っ越すの最初だったらその場で変更してもらえる可能性があるらしいんだなって聞いた。僕最初は、申し込んでから1ヶ月じゃないと無理って聞いてたんだけど。ということで、よろしくお願いいたします。じゃあ、やっていこっか。You are playing the Stanley Parable. This game is gonna begin the game. I can't. なんで暗かったんだ？ The end is never. 終わりは永遠にない。
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
スタンリーという人の名前の男の話です。
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427番。
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
ひたすらボタンを押す仕事でしたって。
Telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
データの通りにそのボタンを押せっていう指示に対してそれをずっと永遠にやってましたって。この後字幕つけますね。まあでもその仕事には満足していたみたいです。僕の配信スペースこの10倍狭い。
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him.
何も来ないこと気づいてほしいな。
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
こんなの独房でも何でもないじゃん。
Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
今の独房でも何でもないじゃん。僕、
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked,
こんな広い机持ってないよ僕。
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
ああ、そうです。このナレーションに言う通りやれって言うんだ。立ち上がってオフィスから出たのであったって言われたんですけど、今。ちょっとまたオプションで。Run laptop power saving, disabled, overlay position, bottom right. Okay, this is fine field of vision. I don't think that's where I'm looking for. Is it audio? Master volume, music volume, speaker, sound quality, closed caption. What's closed caption? お、字幕どれだ？クローズドキャプションってなんだ？ You can change the caption to language in Steam. Oh, caption 字幕か。字幕ってキャプションじゃなくない？ Oh, subtitles. Oh, subtitles. I didn't know that. そう、字幕サブタイトルだよねと思ったんだけど。I didn't know that you call closed caption subtitles. Thank you. ということで、今、字幕オンになりました。そう。427。とりあえず、囚人番号じゃなくて、いや、待って。僕の配信スペース、こんなに広かったら最高だよ。全然広いじゃん。余裕で配信できんじゃん、こんなの。何が不満なんだよ。僕、こんぐらいだからね。僕、ここの隙間見えます？ This is where I stream, not this room. Everyone said, oh my god, this room is like so small, like professors. No. My room is this small. この空間、ここの隙間、これぐらいの、マジでこれぐらいのスペースです。You guys don't know how hard I stream. You guys should be thankful that I am streaming. とりあえず。
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
すべての従業員がいなくなったらどういうことだ？とりあえずミーティングルームに行こう。何かメモが。自分がメモを見忘れたかもしれない。どんなにしっかり見たとしても、彼の、他の従業員たちを見ることはできなかった。彼の同僚たちを、見つけることはできなかった。急に来るの怖いな。おお。消しちゃった。つけらんない。まあそうだよな。パソコン詳しくなさそうだもんな。指一本一本でやってる人だもんな。そりゃあな、パソコン消すことはできてもつけることはできないよな。しゃがめるの不穏だな。このゲームってホラーゲームとは聞いていないんですけど、どうなんですかこれ。いや、これだって十分広いじゃん。マジで羨ましいわ、この人たち。外明る。何も眩しい。ドアは開かないですね。これさ、多分さ、電源ボタン勝手に押してるよね、この人。ってことは今さ、普通になんか、仕事中っぽかったよね。 仕事中のなんか文章あったよね。で、電源ボタン消したってことは多分セーブされてないよね。やらかしてますね。だいぶやらかしてますね、この人。やばいね。僕だったらブチ切れてるね、今。僕が仕事から戻ってきたら、誰だこれだったのスタンてめえっつって、もう首ガクガクガクっつって、社長こいつを首にしてくださいなるよね、普通に。絶対に許さねえからなっつって、ごめんよ、お寿司おごるから、許そう。寿司おごってくれるんだ。だから、あそこの回転寿司、いいのあそこの回転寿司、あそこの回転寿司、あれだよ、200円帯だよ、200円帯の回転寿司おごってくれるのしょうがねえな、誰だってミスはある。左のドアに入った。ドアが2つ開いてるのを見た。でも、左の方があるのを見たっていう。いや、200円帯なんてね、なかなかいけないからね、嬉しいな。だってミスはあるさ、スタン。気にすんな。そこにいなかった俺たちも悪いんだ。だからな、一緒に飯食いに行こうじゃないか。つって。で、多分、7皿食べて帰ります。今は従ってきましょう。特に、断る理由があったんじゃない？特にナレーション今左のドアに入りましたとさっつったんだけど、今断る理由ないなと思ったんだけど、これ断る理由あったんじゃない？閉じ込められたよ。大丈夫？ね、このゲーム不穏じゃないですか。しゃがみ込まんとね、つかさ、外はあんな明るいのにさ、どう考えてもさ、窓がある部屋、窓ないんだ。
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
誰もいなかったので、ちょっとやばい、なんかおかしいなと思いつつも、上にボスのオフィスがあるから、ボスのオフィスに行けば、答えが見つけられるんじゃないかなと思いましたとさ、なんだって。Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a... Oh. Everyone is unique. You most of all.Everyone is unique. You most of all. 皆さんは特別です。これが大体皆さんです。ちょっと矛盾してる気がするけどな。Number of slides on the slide. Chart, slides, charts and slides. なんだこの会社。Rate which charts on the same slide depict the same information. もうなんかね、もうひたすらスライドについて、ひたすらスライドとあれについて話してるだけで、怖い。On your boss application menu worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. ボスについてのアンケート。とりあえず最初の20問はすべて、ボスについて好きなものをすべて20個マークしてくださいだ。ボスについて好きなものを20個マークして、これ見づら。これ下手くそ。僕のサムネより下手くそ。What's your dreams for the future? あなたの将来の夢は A boat! 船ってあるし。あなたの将来の夢はって言って、その夢がいっぱい書いてあるやつだったんだけど、僕のサムネより下手だな。そして右上に A boat! 船って書いてあった。船はなかろう。How solve a dispute with a walker? Let a ball up inside you. Take it out, pass it. Oh, 早い! 全部読み終われない。Using slide to assure, make sure your slide has slick blue graphic in the header and throw some b-roll on all the time. みんな個性的。大体これがみんな。
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
めちゃくちゃ皮肉言うじゃん、この人。イギリス人みたいじゃん。ダメだ、今イギリスの方に偏見出したわ。ちょっと直訳しづらいんですよ。ごめん、同時通訳って結構難しいんですよ、同時翻訳って、正直。今言うのは、スタンはそこで立ち尽くし以外に何もありませんでした。きっと私は本当に暇でここに座って彼が起こす一時一答を全てに対して興味を持ってそれを説明してくれてると思っているのでしょう。だから僕らはとてもいいチームなんです。つって。私自身が本当に暇人で、その彼の一足一答を全て興味を持って全部説明してくれると思っているのでしょう。だから僕と彼は本当にいいチームなんですって今言ってましたね。That was ironic. That was pretty ironic, the narrator. Let me see. We Quarterly, bi-quarterly post review. What do you mean post review? That's post review. We need reviews 400 401 to get a fit of the death sport. What's a death sport portion in the primary review schedule? But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, heaters, charts. Work harder, hard work. Throw something in the ideas bin. アイディアの箱に何かをアイディアを入れよう。Normal bins. Wait a minute, trash cans? Trash cans remaining of the idea. Ideas bin. もうアイディアはない。ただのゴミ箱だって書いてんだけど。どういうこと Teenagers. Teenagers size of demographic. Spare space between the teenager. A lot of percent. なんか書いてあること特になんか意味がわかんないわ。ごめん。僕のちょっと英語力だとちょっと意味がわかんないわ。たくさんのパーセント。中高生。デモグラフィックの大きさ。中高生の間のスペース。You don't understand too. Okay, good. 僕の英語力がちょっと足りないからかなと思った。おお、後ろに書いてある。Better saves and profits. ん利益よりも安全。ああ、いいこと書いてありますね。Business class Rule 1読めない。Who moved my desk? 誰だ、とりあえず下に怒ってる人いるの分かった。誰だ、俺のあれを、多分しかもモザイクかかってるからめちゃくちゃ怖いこと書いてあるんだな。誰だ、俺の机を動かしたのは Please、keep the targets on the topic of トピックは〇〇についてのみ話してくださいって書きたいんだけど、その〇〇についての部分が消えてますね。ターゲット。ターゲットって目標とか、例えば商売やったら、そのお客さんのこと。客層って意味もあるんですね、ターゲットは。Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. クリスを掃除用具箱から出す。Hire someone to, I can't read the middle. Synergize? What's that? I never heard that word. Synergize. What does synergize mean? つか新聞屋さん雇えた書いたすぐ下に新聞屋をクビにしろって書いてあるんだけど。新聞屋さんを雇えって言ったところに combining something、もうクビにしようって書いてあって、その後に誰かをやつをその新聞屋をクビにするための誰かを雇えって書いてあるんだけど、やばくない？やばい。ひょっとしてこの会社やばい。Oh, different thing to work together. But they're talking about paper. Oh, I got it. 新聞屋じゃなくて、書類をまとめられるやつ。あ、書類をまとめることか。僕は勘違いした。誰か書類をまとめるやつを雇え。書類はすでにもうまとめられすぎている。新聞屋をペーパーガイだとあれだから、その直後に急に新聞屋をクビにしろ。そして、書類をまとめすぎるやつをクビにしろ。やべえな。Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Thank you for your description. あ、これがあれか。掃除用具箱か。誰もいなくない？
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
ここにしばらくいたらちょっとどう怒られるか気になるな。
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
ここには何もないし、ここには何もない。どんな、ヒントも何もないし、ただの、特にない。
Baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What's FA? 今、とりあえず、もしここに何かインタ...
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because I'm explaining!
Explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
なんでまだここにいるの？ちょっとマジで意味わかんないからちょっと説明してって今言われたんだけど。
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
とりあえずこの部屋はマジでこのストーリーにおいて何一つ関係ないし、これを説明する必要があるとは思わなかったって言われた。
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
エンディングなのこれ？これ今すぐ出ないとこれエンディング。
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
やべえ、めちゃくちゃ暴言吐かれてる。スタンリーはもうブサイクで頭も悪いし、どうせこの仕事もコネでゲットしたんだろう。しかもこいつは薬中であれだっつって風俗にも行きまくるって言ってる。
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
僕に話しかけてきた。
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
僕に話しかけてきて。
Prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
He's talking to me.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
He's
Please
talking to
remove
me.
their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
今ですね、僕に話しかけられて生きてますか？多分あれなんじゃないかっつって、なんか起きてぶっ倒れちゃってるんじゃないか、キーボードに突っ伏してるんじゃないかっつった後に、誰かいませんか？このゲームやってる人多分死んでますって、しかも断定された。このゲームやってる人はもう死んでいますっつって、死んでるのでとっととその死体を運び出して、もうそこに死体があると大変なことになるから、とりあえずその死体を運び出して、誰かちゃんとファーストパーソンゲームとこのゲームのユーモアと皮肉とかそういったものを全てちゃんと理解してくれる人を代わりに置いといてくださいって言われました。そしたらとっとと部屋から出てもらおう。そしたらとっとと部屋から出てくれっつって、その座ったやつはとっととこの部屋から出てくれって言われました。説明したいんだけどね、会話が早すぎてなかなか説明できないけど、まあ雰囲気で分かってくれるし、要所要所突っ込むわ。その前は、君あれだろっつって、このゲームやってなんか友人とさ話すんだろっつって、どうせこのゲームやって友人と話すんでしょっつって、結構な紳士的な話し方なんだけど、話すんでしょ、君はどうせ友人と話すときに、いやこのゲームの最初にやっとったエンディングはこのなんだ、このブルームスティック、そうだ、掃除用具箱エンディングだって、俺このエンディングが一番好きなんだよね、はっははって友人で話すんだろうな。その友人がそれを聞いて、こいつおかしいんじゃねえのって思うことを祈るよっつってた。面白い。めっちゃ指示中じゃん。なるほどな。これはこの
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
2人目のプレイヤーか。まあ君は最初のプレイヤーよりももっとひどいことができることはないと信じているよっつって。君はもっと最初のプレイヤーよりもひどいプレイができるすることはないと信じているよって言われたわ。2人目扱いされた。いやこれ日本語版出してほしいね。絶対面白いよこのゲーム。これさ、ここまで来たらね、反対の行動取りだよね。していこう。今上に行ったって言ったけど下行こう。 でも下怖い。車があるね。
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
What?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
これは全部夢だ。
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above.
すげえ夢だ。これは夢なんだって。
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too.
すごい。
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
これは夢だから飛べる、空を飛べるし、周りが宇宙にもな
And
る。
then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
自分はおかしくなったんだっ
Why
つっ
is
て。
there a voice in my head
そう。
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
なんで僕がやってることに対して頭の中で声が流れるんだろう。
being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
なんで僕が説明した、僕が頭の中で説明しようとしたことを全部説明してる変な声があるんだっつって気づいた。
Was that, of course, this was not a dream.
でも本当はこれは夢ではない。
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
もし寝てんだったら自分の行いに責任を取らなくていいとも思っているのか
as
な。
he's ever been in his life.
いや、スタンリー
Now,
は今
hearing the
も
voice
起きている。
speak these words was
いつ
quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain
ホ
beyond
ラ
a
ーじゃん。
doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
今夢だから飛んだし、夢だから飛んだし、あっちこっち行ったじゃんっつって。夢に決まってんじゃんっつって、なんで夢じゃないって言うんだよ、来いよっつって
He
言って
would
る。
prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
だからやっぱり夢なんだっつって。だから今眠れば布団の感覚もあるし、気持ちいいし。
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
だからもう
I'm
起きる
through
んだっ
with
て。
this dream. I wish it to be over.
もうこの夢は終わっ
Let
ていい
me
やっ
go
て。
back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
また仕事をさせてくれって。あの仕事本当にしたワークホリ
And
ック
my
じゃん。
wife. And my job.
あ、奥さんいるんだ。
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I
僕は普通だ。
am okay.
僕の人生は普通だ。すべて OK だ。僕は大丈夫だ。でも夢じゃなかった。ホラーじゃん。
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My
誰か
name
起こ
is
してくれ。
Stanley. I
僕は
have
ス
a
タンリー
boss.
だ。
I have an office. I am real. Please,
ここ
just
なんだろう、
someone
こう
tell me
あ、
I am real. I must be real. I
ちょっ
must
と待って、発狂エンド。
Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
ホラーじゃん。
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
This is the story of a woman named Maria.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her
マリエラという
belongings,
人
and
方の
walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was
右の人の話
interrupted
だな。
by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
道でもう発狂しながら叫びながら走ってて急に死んだらしいです。
She thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
そして救急車を呼ぶ前に自分について考えることにしたって。こんな発狂した人間とは違って自分は自分がしっかりと考えることができるから、私は普通の人間でよかったわって考え始めたらしい。で、そこで、立って考えたけど、それは一瞬のことでしたって。で、すぐに走って、救急車を呼びに行きましたと。一瞬のうちに結構なことを考えたらしいです。そう、さっき、やった瞬間に、なんでボスの部屋に行かなかったんだっつって。なんでボスの部屋に行かなかったんだ。ひょっとして、ボスにクビにされ、自分の仕事が勝手に抜け出したからボスにクビにされると思ったのか。こんな状況に。周りに誰もいなくなってるこの状況で、そんなことが起きると思ってるのか。こいつは頭がおかしくなってるのか。いや、冷静に考えた。サンは考えた。自分は頭がおかしくなっているのじゃないか。だって下を見た時に足が見えない。自分の足や自分の体が見えないし、なんか部屋はループしてる。ドアは勝手に閉まるし、部屋はなんかいっぱい行ってもなんかループしてる感じしてるし、これはやっぱ僕がおかしくなったんじゃないか。いや違う。僕はおかしくなったんじゃない。これは夢だ。夢なんだと彼は自分に言い聞かせました。ほら、夢だから空も飛べるし、星たちも見えるし、素敵だな、うふっつって、あとはさっき途中から説明した通りです。発狂エンド、怖このゲーム。ホラーじゃん、このゲーム、完全に。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
まあさっきの多分視聴覚室みたいのがミーティングルームなんでしょうね。
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
こっちの部屋ではないけど、まあ、とりあえず従業員室を見て、従業員室っていいよねと思うためだけに行こうとしたんだろうなつって。なんて言ったってこっちの部屋じゃないっていうのは明らかに理解していたもんなんで。
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
この部屋で
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
この部屋でとりあえず落ち着くかって。この完璧に作られたこの部屋でつって。とりあえず落ち着くか。いや、本当にここにいるのは素晴らしい。ここにいるのは素晴らしいことだ。
That even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
いや、こんな従業員が全員消え捨てるような非常事態なんだけど、この椅子を見たり絵を見たりするのは本当に、いや、それには他を行いだ。もしかするとこのスタンリーがあからかさまに異常なパーソナリティを持っているから他の従業員が逃げたの。
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
ほう。もっと文章が来ることを待っていたら、文章をただひたすら出してるんじゃなくて君にメッセージを与えてるんだよっていうことに気づきましたとさ。僕は気づいたけど。もうくれない？どうする？待機する？ Okay, I should have done this all English stream maybe. これの完全版出たらちょっと英語でやろっかな。全部英語でやったら面白いかもしれないな、これ。I love the way, him being so ironic.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First open door to the left. Okay, but, I would appreciate if you should stop talking a little bit more because, I have to explain. I am not playing this alone, as you can see.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
彼は指示に従うのは本当に下手くそで、5年前にクビにされたのが不思議で仕方ないみたいなこと言ってましたね、今。I should do all English stream with this one. This might be fun doing all English soon. Okay, no narration anymore. Oh my god, how creative this game is. You're not trying to be so ironic.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
誰かを仕方してる君はつって。
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
頼むよっつって。僕は君の敵じゃないんだ。すべて自分で考えるのやめてくれっつって。もう今は、I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her? どういうこと？誰かのためを思って、誰が君が仕方しているんだよっつって。もう今このストーリー、君が起こしてる行動だけについてるじゃなくて、本筋から離れてるじゃないかっつって。僕はね、わかるよ。誰かを信じるのは大変かもしれないけどさ、僕のために言ってるんじゃないんだ。彼女のために言っているんだ。何それ怖いんだけど。ね、怖いわ。罪を償う時が来たって言ってる。罪を償う時だって言われたんだけど、彼女は待っているって。これ戻ればいいの？戻らせてはくれない。進むしかない。あら、怖いわ。嫌な予感。OK です。Oh my god. Oh my god! Hello?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
脅されてんだけど、この電話出ないとその女性死ぬみたいなこと言ってんだけど。はい。さすがにそれは出ます。なんか、this game is... Someone said this game isn't horror, but this is pretty much horrific.
Is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
ちょっと待ってね、今オーブンのパン取ってくるわ。つって、奥さんかな？
I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
うわー怖え
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
本当に奥さんにいると思ったのかっつって。本当に君なんかに奥さん、可愛い素敵な奥さんがいると思ったのかって。本当に君なんかに全て君と人生を共有したい素敵な奥さんがいると思ったのかいっつって。私はね、ただ、ここで何が起きているかを見せたいだけなんだよ。さあ、来てみなっつって。本当に何が起きているか教えてあげようって言われました。
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
おい終わったこれはスタンリーという男の死の物語であるって言われた。すべて押すボタンが、なんだちょっと今、聞き取れなかった。
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
彼はボタンを押してただひたすらボタンを押すだけの人生を送ってる。人によってはそれをかわいそうと思うかもしれないが、彼は自分で。
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
仕事をしながら頭の中ではいろんな冒険ができる。しかし、その冒険は彼の人生で起こり得ることはないのだ。なんかめちゃくちゃ冒険。だから自分の仕事を。
He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
だから面白いことを考えるようになった。例えばある日急にみんながいなくなったり。
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
だから全部自分の空想だったって話してますね。
An enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
ある場所にはゲームと赤ちゃんとゲームができる部屋がある。そしてそのすべてのことをスタンリー・パラブルと呼ぶことにしたと。素晴らしいファンタジーだった。だから頭の中で何度も何度も繰り返した。二度と終わらないように。いつもこんな自由に感じるように。別の場所に行ったらどうなるんだろう。こっちやったらどうなんだろう。もう一回やったらどうなるんだろう。しかし、それに答えはない。現実には、ただ、同じボタンをいつも押しているだけだ。ただここにいればいるほど、どっちが本当の人生なのかわからなくなってくる。
That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
しかし、
Listen to me. He won't stop.
観察者にしかなれない。
Watch this.
なのに
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
今度は押すなって言われた。あれ？ここにいる限りは、ただの観察者に過ぎず、それを繰り返す限り自分の命が削られていくっつって。でもどうせあれだろ？わかんない。ちょっと最後前の場所の翻訳考えたからわかんなかったんだけど、どうせこの指示も聞かないんだろう。このボタンを触るなって。He said do not do it. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it! What's the problem, man? I'm not doing it! これ押すしかなくない？違うの押せばいいんじゃない？1。もうこれ押すし、I have to. You said not to push this, I'm not pushing it. Now you're making me, you're saying so much complaints. You're saying so much complaints about that I wasn't following your instruction, and you're like, you're like trying to make me a freak. You're like saying so much bad things about me. You tried to make me look like a freak, and then now what? Now you're like, you said, and I bet you're gonna, what I'm gonna say, I bet you're not gonna do it again. And now I'm not doing it, and you don't give me any chance anymore. ひどいじゃん。だってさっきさ、自分の指示を全く従わないこいつはマジで頭おかしいぜとか、こいつは死んだとか、もう死んでるとか、散々暴言吐いといたくせに、やっとその指示従おうと思ったらさ、ねえ。何も起きないってひどくない？指示従ってるのに。That is, I'm following the order, but you're forcing me to push it now. That's unfair. That is unfair. I had a chance before, but this time I don't have a chance. すごいじゃん。さっきまであれだったじゃん。雑談する？Yep, he's doing me a silent treatment. 雑談します？ Okay, this guy told me not to press 2. But I can't do anything anymore. これ何？ 1 時間ぐらい放置しなきゃいけないパターン？ひょっとして。なんか1時間ぐらい放置すれば何か起きる可能性なんかあるような気がするんだけど、このゲームすごいクリエイティブだから。I think there might be a chance if I let this game go for an hour, maybe something could happen. Since it's really creative. But I'm a streamer, I can't wait for an hour! でも1時間待つことできないじゃん、さすがにゲーム配信中に。そう、別のボタンはもう押した。何も起きない。 もっと長い、もっと長いの ?2 時間ぐらい。めちゃくちゃ仕事してる人みたいな。ただ僕今左クリックをしまくってるだけなのにめちゃくちゃ仕事してる人みたいになってる。Okay, I'm gonna press the button. まあいいや、押すわ。押しますわ。押すしかないわ。今めちゃくちゃ、この人、本当はね、片指だけでキーボードを押すタイプの人だけど、めちゃくちゃ仕事できるように覚醒したかのように見せていたけど、まあとりあえずやるか。
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see?
今のずるいじゃん。今のずるいじゃん。
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
ここにこのまま僕を仕方していると彼は死んでしまうのにって言ってんだけど。
The same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
もう一度彼を説得するために言うしかない。
Maybe this time.
本当はこんなことしたくないけど。
I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Push die. 死ぬと押せって言われたんだけど今。このゲーム怖くない？ This game ちょっと今回も怖いから従ってみよっか。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm kind of scared. I'm finally going to follow his order.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
ちょっと怖いから、ちょっと指示従うわ。
There was not a single person here either.
全部従うわ。
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
ボス、いい部屋ね。どれ？どっち？ここ？あら、素敵。うわ、暖炉。
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
今までと違うこと言ってんじゃん。
Opened passageway.
今までだと、しかし、2845、しかしスタンリーがそのことを知っているはずがないっつって、スタンリー頭の中でこの声聞こえてるっつったのにさ、スタンリーがそのことを知っているはずがない。しかし、なんということでしょう。彼は適当に押した番号が、なんと、奇跡的にも、正しい数字だったんだって、なんと幸運なんでしょうって今言ったけど、さっきまで僕、頭の中で声聞こえてるっつったじゃん。
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
仕事に対して急に違和感を感じる。この会社仕事に対して急に違和感を感じるって言ったのか今ちょっとごめん。前半ちょっと分からなかったわ。今まで働いている中で感じたことないのに。あ、そうか。今までの仕事に違和感を感じる。今まで感じたことないのに何なんだろうこれはつって。しかしスタンリーはそれをすぐに見つけることになる。エスケープって書いてあるんだけど。これでも指示どっちも出てないな。先にこっちか。マインドコントロール施設って書いてあるんですけど。 Okay, that's a black room. Woo. Let's look at this first. I can't see the memo. なんて書いてあるか見えないな。しゃがみが、ごめん。ボタン間違えた。あ、押しちゃった。あ、テレビ画面なんだ。あれ、しゃがみボタンどうやっけ？コントロールか。見えないかいいや。一体どんな恐怖が隠されているんだろう。見つけることができるのか？うわ、なんだこれ。あ、あれか。これあれか、仕事のあれだ、自分の従業員番号だ。なんか変なの書いてあるやつだし、fired って首ってもう首になってる人もいたよね、さっき。なるほど。ほら、fired なんて、44、なんだっけ、3の番号447とかそんな感じか？あの辺だよね、番号。この辺のどっか、あれじゃないかな。まあ、いっか。これ何
？This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true.
こんなの嘘だ。こんなの信じられないよ。
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
僕はね、まさかあんなクッソつまんねえ、誰がやっても何にも面白いし何をやってるか意味わかんねえ、あのクソみてえな仕事が、まあそこまでは言ってないんだけどね。あんな楽しんでやっていたのは僕は洗脳されていたからなのかい？
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
なんか劇的にめちゃくちゃ言うけど、要はそんなことおかしいよ。誰かにコントロールされたら許せるわけがないみたいなこと言ってますね。
Happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Why can't he just say that? He took like 6-7 sentence. I mean 6-7 to like lines to just say Stanley is gonna break the mind control facility. あれじゃん、今ただここ壊すっていう僕二言で言えたよ。それ言うためだけに8行ぐらい書けたからこの人。
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
これをすべて、これに終わりを与えるのが彼の使命だと。今心に思っているのですだけど、音があるんだよな。押してえな。まあ、今回は全部指示に従おうと思ったんで、従おう。世界一度滅ぼしました。2度目でしたねって。
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
暗闇。
Was it over?
不確かの。まあ今のはちょっと言いましたけど、不確かな。おお。
He had won.
やった、勝った。
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
自由だ!
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine?
しかし謎は残っているか。
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight
あの機械
streamed
や
into the chamber,
あの機械は何だったのか、従業員はどこに行ったのか。
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
でも嬉しいからいっか。
to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
自由だからいっか。
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps
めっちゃ
the
美しいじゃ
only
ん。
thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
これ逆走してしばらく止まったら怒られんかな。もうなんか、I can't believe the narrator. もうナレーションを信じられない。もうナレーションが怖すぎる。てか会社の外こうなってんのおかしくない？オフィスビルだったじゃん。なんでただもう、山じゃん。山とよくわかんねえ、なんか、小屋？家？
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
冷たい風を感じました。
The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
めでたしめでたし。
Was happy.
うん。スタンリーは幸せだった。丸。ビットゲーム。まあ一応クリアなんだ。いや、今ね、操作できなかった。戻ってくるじゃん。エンディングないの？エンディングないの？これやめ時がわからんのじゃが？じゃが、あ、ごめん、今日そうだ、あれを、ごめん、今日時計忘れちゃった。時計忘れちゃったね、ごめんね。ちょっとさっきの施設まで行こう。エスケープを行ってみよう。でも結局さ、これさ、皮肉じゃないの今のってさ、マインドコントロールから全ての支配を取り除いてやったぞ、やった、嬉しい、ハッピーっつってるけどさ、結局でも指示に従ってるからマインドコントロールが続いてるんじゃないの？だってこのナレーター、このナレーターがマインドコントロール装置のそのマインドコントロールしてるやつなんじゃないの？違うの？Wasn't that ironic? He's, you know, I just followed the order, and he said, I just destroyed the mind control facility. You got liberty, but I was just listening, following the orders. Doesn't mean I'm still mind controlled.
Books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
もうこれ動きがプロなんだよな。動きが、スタンリーの動きがループモン主人公なんだよな。もう。
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
あ、そっか。で、結局僕が行動をとっても操作されてるわけか。確かに皮肉はすごいな。And you know, even though if I didn't follow the narrator, Stanley's following my order, so that's kind of ironic.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
嘘だろエスケープって壁に書かれたけど、本当にこの先にあるのはスタンリーの恐ろしい暴力的な死だったっつって。Okay, I'm dying.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
あ、でも、後ろに戻れば行けるって書いてある。まだ帰れるって書いてある。行くか。まだ帰れるって書いてあった、今。逆に怪しい、それが。逆に怪しい。That's... You think I could still, you know, turn back, but I don't think so.
A conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
いや、これ本当に死ぬか？あー、死にました。生きてんじゃん。 え、生きてるじゃん。
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
あ、まだ
he
まだ
reflected
これからな
that
のね。
his life had been of no consequence
Oh, there's
whatsoever.
like,
Stanley can't see the
oh.
picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I can't jump. Can I jump? Can I jump? Can I not jump? ジャンプできないの？ジャンプできないの？ジャンプしようぜ。うるせえ。うるせえ。もう今客観的に説明してんじゃねえよ、暴言吐きながら。
Only accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
いやいやいや、なんかあるはず、なんかあるはず。
Stanley,
彼は受け入れたっつってるけど、だろスタンリー、受け入れてねえから。あ、終わった。
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
え？ナレーターが変わった。で、じゃあな、スタンリー。ナレーターは言いました。つって。で、彼は死に向かちょっと待って、今パニックってたよ。今ちゃんと話聞いてなかった。そこだけ聞こえた。え？
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
ナレーターも囚われてる。今、第2のナレーターが、スタンリーが死んだって結局また普通に生き返って、また普通に生き返って、また仕事を始める。一体何が変わると思ったんでしょうね。あのナレーターはっつってる。怖いこれ、マジで。ループモンがすごい。彼はまたすぐ生き返って、ゲームをやり直すだろうっつって。ね。
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
死は誰でも平等だし、だから、そもそもゲーム始めた段階でもうすでに死んでるようなもんよ。Okay, all of a sudden it's kind of, philosophy, she's talking about Stanley's computer. Office layout. ゲームの最初の場所か。はーん。え、何これ怖っ。なんかとりあえずゲームのとりあえず博物館みたいになってる。あのボタンなんだ。The two doors. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged and as an extension of it. An exploration of the contradiction this room posed. この2つ選ばなきゃいけない部屋ってのがこのゲームで一番最初に作った場所で、ここを元にいろいろそのアイディアとかいろんなものができたらしいですね。Flying cabinets. あ、filling cabinets. キャビネッツに物を入れろ。Filling cabinets. Filling? It's not filled. Filling cabinets. まあ、キャビネットですね。Office computers. 遊んでるやつおるやん。いや、従業員のデータだ。遊んでる人いますね。ポーカーしてる人いますね。あ、消せちゃう。あ、全部消せちゃう。あのボタンは何ですか？ Filing. Oh, it's filing. Sorry. It's filing cabinet. My bad. Okay, I can't read. あれですね。ファイリングって日本語なんて言ったらファイリングでしたね。ごめんね、僕英語力本当にどんどん悪くなる。あれ、ソリティアか。ソリティア実はやったことないんですよね。音が違う。毎回。Button sound. The selection of the sound used to use throughout the game when the buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Oh, if I explore too much, there'll be spoilers. Oh, credits. あ、やっとクレジットありましたね。あ、これゲームクリアじゃない？これひょっとして。これクレジットがあるってことはゲームクリアなんじゃない？ But I have to explore. Okay, wait. Let me check the time. うん。メンテナンスルーム431436。The Office。あ、ここが正解ルートかもしんない。Boss Office。あれでもオフィス見た目が違う。なんで？ Why is there different? え？今ナレーション聞こえた。I heard the narrator. Narration outtakes. Kevin Brightening, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game, roughly 3 spare times over. The 2 years of development. 全部3回に分けて2年かけて収録したらしいですね。で、これは使われてない音源を使ってるらしいですね。Okay. Office clock. Good clock. Oh, isn't that the outside I went before the freedom ending? So there's like a spoiler for the ending. I see. Monitor room elevator. Nah, I wouldn't check it. But you told me not to explore that much, but I can't find the exit. 出口がわかんないんですけど。あんまいろいろ聞くと、あれやでって言われたけど。これはあんま読まない方がいいんだよね、多分。いやでもやっぱ開発の資料よくあるじゃん。ゲームクリアした後に昔のゲームとかで特定のボタンを押すと開発ルーム行けるみたいな。ポケモンで言うとなんかほら会社があるじゃないですか。よく図鑑を見せてくれたら〇〇あげるよっていう。James, different subject. How is the game going? I hope it was as good or better than the first one. From a Kuma. あ、やりとりか、これ。ナレーターとゲーム開発者のやりとりがあるのか。After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection. まあそりゃそうよな。Like, you never used... This is kind of unique. You never used this on a game before. いや、メールのやり取りのせいってすごくない？いつか使えると思って取っといたけど特に使えなかったからここで晒しますだって。晒し上げ。よくないと思います、そういうの。Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there's exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
二人ともナレーターも囚われてるってことか。ナレーターは囚われてるから、永遠にナレーションすることを囚われてるから、早くスタンニーや、もう、永遠に死ぬか、早くゲームを完璧にクリアしてほしくて。ここで選択肢か。僕はそれに抗いたい。それが、奴が何をしたいか分かんないから抗いたいっつって。見てみなさい、この二人っつって。お互いを憎しみ合って、お互いを破壊し合う。黒幕おるやん。
Can you see how much they need one another?
本当はお互いを必要としているのに。
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
エスケープをしてクイットゲームを押せって言われたんだけど。それしかこのゲームを勝つ方法がない。 Okay. I did it. Is that fine? やったぞ言われた通り。あれかこれ、メタルギアで今すぐライデン今すぐゲームの伝言機ラリルレロって言われて。
This is the story of a man.
ラリルレっちゃった僕今。ゲームを長時間やると目に悪いのやって。
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
あれ
memo.
The room's different. あれ部屋の配置変わってない？あれ部屋の配置変わってない？
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Isn't the room different? でもこっからは一緒か。
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, it just gets faster.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I'm starting to remember the number. 番号ちょっと覚えてきた
The
かもしれない。
moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in
なん
his
だっけ
tracks.
8245
Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half
あれ
moans,
ナレーションが違う
sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any
The
hope,
narrator
any
different.
reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
2845 か
What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the
The narration is different.
Stanley's
ナレーションが違う。なんかいつもより
evidently
怒ってる。
assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Was it the narration different? Because it sounded different. あ、部屋に入る時間の速さで変わるんだ。今めちゃくちゃ早く入ったんですけど。
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
ちょっと
Control
さっきの続
Facility.
けてみたいわ。
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was
うるせえ
that at the end of this hall,
何でもかんでもお前の思い通りになると思うな。
death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
あ、セーフ。いや、これもう完全なループもんだし、実はナレーターもなんかあれだったっていう説はあるし。はよはよ。はよはよ。
As the machine whirred into motion, and
リアルタイムアタックでこちらのこの部分をスキップできる方法を見つけてくださると伝えですね。
no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he
ひどいことを言う。
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
The World!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
おいよ。行きましょう行きましょう。Let's go to the perfect
And
ending.
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
この人、who
When every
is this
pass of
narrator?
work has been created for you long in advance,
Who in the world
death
is
becomes
this
meaningless,
narrator?
making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What is this? Warzone. Why is there a war zone? What? 初期構想ではエンディングのうちの一つにスタンリーがバトルフィールドで戦場でエイリアンと戦うというエンディングを用意するつもりでした。そして、ナレーターに対する反逆、ナレーターに対する戦争を行う予定でしたって。まあちょっと、ちょっとふざけすぎてるし、ちょっとふざけすぎてるからやめとくかってなったので、ボツになりましただって。だって。で、なんだ、FPS シューターのことをバカにしてるんじゃないかって思われるかもしれないけど、別にそんなつもりないしねっていう。そう思われちゃうのもやだし、尺だしね、つって。やめましたって書いてあった。Okay, this kind of game.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control
そう、デラックス版が来週で発売なんです
how
よ。
they both wish to be
さあ、クイ
free.
ッチョン。But I
Can you
love
see?
that. なんかナレーターの最初のさ、なんか皮肉満載な部分面白かったけど、どんどん怖くなるんだけど、このゲーム。
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for
これ死ぬ
you. Don't let time.
あ、死ぬ。あ、これ、再起動ひょっとして。Nothing's happening. Do I have to restart the game? Do I have to like shut it down and bring it back? It's really froze. Oh, from yeah, so I could do it again. Okay, let's take a. Okay, let's go to Mind Control Room again.
Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Wait, the room's different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Oh my
go to
God.
the meeting room.
Oh my God, this is scary.
A memo.
で、こんなに、で、待って。じゃあ、あれもともとオンだったからオフにせざるを得なかったんだよ。What's going on right now? Why are there all these sheets? I mean, all this,
When Stanley came
papers.
to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
ちょっともう
and
いろいろ試そ
Stanley
う。
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business,
ここで一回
Stanley took
左
the
に
first
行ってみよ
open
うか。
door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
またなんかあるじゃん。
But Stanley didn't
あー、リロードがエンドイズネバーなんだ。
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
もうナレーターも分かってないじゃん、ここ。ここから出るには、
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
あ、ごめん、嘘だった。右だった、ごめんね。つって。
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
ああ、ごめん、もう右なわけないじゃん、ほんとバカなことしたら。もう間違いなく。あれ、どこだっけあれこうやって、こうやって、こうやって。
Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely...
Okay, I like the way he did that. That's like my great uncle. He does it too. Okay, that's right. He does it. 僕のおじさんもそれやりますね、今の。Okay, that's right. あ、ごめん。あとちょっと。Okay, that's right. I love that one. さてこれもう、どうすればいいんだい？またここじゃん。
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
これネタバレだから目つぶりなさいだって。
Okay. We just...
これ違うじゃん。これネタバレじゃん。ちょっとやばい、目つぶってって言われた。
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
ああ、もうストーリーがめちゃくちゃになっちゃった。つって。
We'll just restart the game from the beginning.
ゲーム最初から始めようって。
Suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
へえ。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
あとは取れ
Stanley
るのは
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
あと取れる選択肢はボスの部屋で
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all
No.
the monitors? Did
No.
you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here
お前何かやった
somewhere.
のかっていう。なんでそもそも私が君が話してんだ。
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
私が話を書いたんだっつって。まあいい。来るがいいっつって。話を見つけに行こうっつって。ナレーターもパニクり始めてますね。これ黄色い。This reminds me of that yellow room. The yellow room stuff. That was pretty much scary. I did not like that. Oh my god, it's a maze now. What the fudgy? 迷路じゃん。どうすんのこれ。どうすればいいんでしょう。ガチ迷路じゃん。左手の法則やる？左手の法則クリッ
I'll
カ
say
ー。
it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
前にストーリーがあったのに。
Do we need to restart the game again?
またゲーム
Well,
最
I
初か
find
ら
it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
まあ
Why
何
not?
回、勝手に強制せよ。何回やり直しても良くなるか分かんないけど、
All
ま
of
あ
his
とりあえずやってみようっ
co-workers
つって
were。gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
怖いんですけど。Okay, this is getting scary. So, back room. Remember your back room. マジで怖い。
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
戻れって。Okay, this is going weird. The coffee's on the floor. ちょっと戻って何か違ってないか見てみようじゃないかって言われたんですけど、こんな部屋あったっけそもそも。
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
やっぱなんかなかったんだ。
Wait,
ストーリーだっ
never
つっ
mind.
て。
Not the story.
来るぞっつって。
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
でもなかった。ナレーターも、Oh my god. Okay, this guy.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
これは、いやちょっと待って、本気で言うわ。ここ全く何かわかんないわ。なんだここって言ってる。
My story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
だって私が書いた話だとオフィスビルディングで話が起きるらしいし、スタンリー分かってるよねって。
You win!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work.
Yeah, I won!
Paid off, so good job. Oh no, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people.
君はたくさん努力したからね、これを勝利をあげようって言ったけど、今、いやいやいやおかしいわって。だって別に君そんな大したことやってないやろって言われた。大したことやったわ。大したことやってないやろって言われたけど、やったわ、頑張ったわ、いろいろ。何週もなし、おい、何週もしたじゃん。大したことしたじゃん。いや別に大したことしてないじゃん。なんでウィンあげなきゃいけないんだって言われた。
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable.
わーい、わかりやすいマーカーついてる。助かる。
How simple is that?
本当に？これどうしよう。What should I do here? What should I do here? I want to try the other side.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Line DM. Okay. Okay, it was a dead end, so I had to go back.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
Line
it's over
DM.
in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Yeah.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
運命のないストーリーは本当にストーリーになり得るのかね。
such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself. Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative
ごめん、ちょっともう哲学なこと言いすぎて何言ってるか分かんないわ。
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh. うるせえいらんちょっとナレーターさんが哲学的思想に染まりすぎたからちょっとやばいかもしんない。ちょっとね、音楽流そう音楽って気を変えようって。うるせえなマジで。壁にあるしな、ラインもバグってんじゃん。本当にこれライン通りっていいの？ラインバグってんじゃん。ラインがバグってるんよ、もう。Okay, the line's going cringe. It's getting cringe. Okay, I'm getting scared at this game at this point. At this point, I'm getting pretty much scared. I'm kind of getting scared at this game.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Huh? What's a fern? Furniture?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Plant.
You won't want to miss anything.
これ覚えとけって。これを覚えとけって言われた。A fern is a plant.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
もう LINE に話し始めてますよ今。LINE に話しかけてるんだけど、LINE に話しかけてるってどういうことやん。おかしいでしょ。 また来てんじゃん、ここに。
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
Okay, this is getting
I can't
freaky.
take this anymore, to hell with it. Restart.
もうライン君、君のことを信じてどうしてこんなことをするんだいって言われた。Okay, I'm kind of getting scared of this. このゲーム怖いよ、結
You
局。
know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
もう自分たちでストーリー作ろうって言ってる。
Daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
もう適当に進もうぜって言い出した。どっち？適当に進もうぜって言われてるんだけど。
Now, yes, this is exciting.
楽しい。
Just me and Stanley forging a new
僕とスタ
path,
ンリーが
a new
新しい
story
道を
where
作って
it
新しいストーリーを作ってる。
What do you want
楽しい
our
ねー
story
って。
to be? Go wild.
これ
Use
ただ
your imagination.
ただの四角い部屋なの
Whatever
ね。
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
とりあえず、なんだろう。
Oh no, not you again.
Not you again.
Stanley,
またお前
I
か
also
み
want
って
to veto
言わ
the
れてる。
line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines
ラインは
or
いらんっ
monitor
つってる。
rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
ラインはいらんって言ってる。いや、ラインいらなくたら、もう、わかんない。何ここ。これあれじゃない？これだってアウトラストで、アジンさんみたいなスタンドさんっぽい人がいた場所じゃない？
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yes.
From here, the story is in our control.
Finally.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact,
や
I
っと
believe I need a minute to think here.
やっと自分たちで
For a minute. Okay.
ちょっ
So
と
I know that
ちょっ
each
と
door has
考えなきゃいけないからぐるぐる回ってるって言われ
means
たわ
that。somewhere the
こ
place
あれ
where
でしょ？
we're trying to go, there must be a
よく考えてる時にぐるぐる回ってるやつでしょ。
And that in turn
漫画とかでよくあるや
means that
つ。
our
それをさせるんだ。
destination corresponds with the
っていうか、
counter-inverted
やっと
reverse
自分たちで指示を
door
自
logic. So starting from the
分
right,
たちで
let us ask,
選べるっつってんだけど、
taking the right door
今までは
lead us to where
今までは
we're
ね、選べなかったもん
going.
ね。
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
ここで待ったらどうなるんだろう。ここで待ったらどうなっちゃうんだろう。ダメそうですね。この辺で待ったら What happens if I don't say anything now? Okay, I'll count to like, そうですね、なんか話をしますか。王の話をします？王の話をしよう。罪なき者が、ダメだ。もう無理だわ。王の話をしよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバババ。ダメですね。行きましょう。
Oh, hold on, what's this?
Confusion?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all
What?
this goes? It's all determined?
There's an 8 restart.
So
8回やり直さな
according
きゃいけ
to
ないん
the
だ。
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because
マ
it's
ジ
written
で
here
で
on
も
this
ナレーションが僕のリアクション全部今やってくれてるからもう何も言うことないんだな。
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
いや、嫌だ。
I
こ
don't
んな
want
終わり
the
方
game
嫌だ
to
って言
keep
ってる。
restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
リスター
do
ト
it.
しないぞっつってる。
And the timer stopped?
Ooh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
クリ
Will
アした
something
の？
happen?
なんかもう本当に僕と同じもう僕のリアクションを代わりにやってくれてるから何もやることないんだよな。めちゃくちゃ楽だわ。
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that
し
this
か
is
も
a
ドア
kind
両
of
方ともあれじゃん。
Don't you agree?
ドアどっちもこっ
Not
ちに繋がってん
sure
じゃ
if
ん。
we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
とりあえずじゃあ、あれしますね。
Well, in the
ちょっと
meantime-
What the fuck? What the fudge was that? I didn't say F. 今、ちゃんとファッジって言ったんで許してくださいけど、今、マジでビビったんで。マジでビビった、今。今、本当に今、ちょっと心臓マジで痛いレベルにビビった。ちゃんとファッジって言ったんで許してください。今割と人生で一番ビビったレベル
All
でビ
of
ビって
his
るな。
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What do I do now? Yeah, I was like, I was like so scared. That was like, I never jumped that much before. The sound that made it just hurt my heart very much. Oh my god, sorry for raging. I wasn't supposed to rage that much. Ooh, what am I gonna do? What am I to do now? I can't. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Where am I supposed to go now? Okay, I never went this way. Executed bathroom. Okay. Whoa, it opened! Oh, nice. What? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss suffered, then that's what the boss choose. Whatever. なんかボスは何をやってるか知っている？自分が言った。ボスは自分が言ったことはどうなるか知っている。もしボスが、失ってそれに苦しむ場合は、そのボスが選んだことだ。哲学。しまっちゃったし。あ、そう、今開いてたんだ。
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed.
急ぎすぎてナレーターに喋らせてくれなかったけど、そういうのは良くないと思うって言ってる。から、そういうのは良くないし、心が乱れてる証拠だから、音楽をかけてあげようと言われた。Okay, if I do it too fast, then he makes me, Okay, I hate this game now.
And rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward
Okay, I hate this
into the
game now.
opened passageway.
もうこのゲーム嫌いかもしれませんね。Okay, 早くやろうとすると落ち着けよってやられる。Oh, did that happen before? 前もこのパチンだったっけ？
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
はいはい。
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Yeah, I don't care.
screens.
もういいや。いい
What
よ。早
horrible
くしよう。
secret did
早
this
く行こう。
place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
そうだね。いいとも。すごくいいとも。そうだね。惜しいか。
Now the monitors jumped to life.
そうだね。いいとも。
Revealed.
いいとも。
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
そういうこと。すっごいわかる。わかる。よくわかる。もうよくわかってることがよくわかる。わかるということがよくわかる。もうほんとそう思う。その通りだと思う。よくわかるよ。わかるよ。ほんとわかるよ。もうわかってる。もう誰よりも最もわかってる。 そうそう、そういうこと。つまるってことはそういうこと。つまりそういうこと。そうなんだよね。本当にそうなんだよね。本当僕もそうだと思う。本当にそうだと思う。本当にそう。いや、そう。やっぱそうだよね。やっぱそうなんだよね。そういうことなんだよね。いや、わかるよ。ほんとわかる。ほんとそうそうそうそうそう。そういうこと。そう。そう。ほんとやっぱそうだよね。いや、そうなんだよね。ほんとそう思うね。そうだよね。ほんとにね。そうだよね。ほんとそうそうそう。わかるよ。
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
What is this? What is this?
For he
What is
would
number 4?
dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, there's like a numbers. Let's push all the numbers. 番号いっぱいある感じ？ひょっとして。あそこには5. So, do I push the button one by one, I guess? Is there something down there? What is that? I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be going there, but I would. Okay, nothing happens. 何もない。なんかこの辺に番号があって、1から5まで順番に押せばいい感じ？ 3どこだ？ 3 がない。3はどこだ？彼女を人間に返せ。彼女は人間だ。黙れ小僧。お前に3が救えるか。人間には捨てられ、あやかしにもなりきれぬ。哀れで可愛い私の娘だ。何やってんだ？ OK。なんか、そんな感じの、なんかセリフうろ覚えだけど、確かそんな感じだった気がする。いいよね。いいよね。もろかっこいいよね。もろかっこいいし、イノシシと昔ね、なんか一種族でね、こう、昔恋愛があったっていう話もね、なんかやっぱね、素敵だよね。もののけたつ。Okay, nothing happens. Okay, nothing happens. The button was nothing at all. Disappointing. 悲しい。なんもなかった。なんも起きんかった。なんも起きんかったからマインドコントロール装置をオンにしようぜ。
And when at last he found the source. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
やりました。
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
はい。
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off.
とりあえず逃げるぜ。
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
私のストーリーから外れたかったらもっとうまくやんなくてればなってすごい怖いこと言ってるな。
Nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
なんで核融合炉が爆発するんだよ。おかしいだろう。なんで核融合炉があんだよ。おかしいだろう。
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
ちょっと待って、うるせえうるせえ、それどころじゃねえ。2位押したよ。
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
どうしようこれ。
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
今この瞬間楽しんでからちょっと時間サービスあげるわって時間足してくれたわ。優しい。優しい。どうすんだこれ本当に。どうすんだ。
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
まあ一応ね。
What do you think that, Stanley?
なんで
That
と
this
思うの
video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
このゲームをクリアできるとでも思ってるの？あ、やべえ。これがボタンとかがなんか意味があると思ってるのかってことはないんだろうな。これがムービーじゃなくて、ただ遊べるのは、君がアホな行動をとってさ、本当は意味のない行動をとってるのを私が見れるのを楽しんでるためだよっつって。特に意味がないんだよっつって。あ。
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
じゃあいやもう諦めよう。
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily
ever after. はい。これどうやったらクリアするんだ？
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
もうあとは夢のルートをもうちょっと進むぐらいか。
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hope coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone his boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were...
これはもう戻ろう。
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
右ルート右ルート戻るっていうのがあったか。
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I think it's changed a little. I think the first narration changed. 最初のナレーションちょっと変わりましたね。いや、これわからんて、ほんまに。
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
どこだ
？And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the
ここ入
opposite
らない
door,
で、まっ
and
すぐ行
got
って、
back on track.
閉まって、
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
結
wave
局
of
普通に戻っちゃ
disbelief,
ったしな。
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
下ルート、あそこ降りるルートまだ分岐あったっけ？
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
もうわかるようになって。もう説明しなくてもわかるようになって言われたわ。ちょっと待って、カーソルがどっか行った。あった。待って。カーソルが見えないんだけど。今気づいたから、あれカーソルが見えなかったんだけど。I can't see the cursor now. Is something weird? I can't. Ooh. あ、もう開いてたね、今。でも、I have nothing to do over there anymore, so I only can go there.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
No, I think it's not because of the screen, because like when I, in the loading screen, I could see it.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
ここで戻ったらどうなるんだろう。To refresh this? Okay, I do not know what to do anymore.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to lift. Nope, still on board with death.
Hmm. しかし、スタンリーは思い直しました。人生にはね、もっとたくさんね、生きる目的、いや、違う。やっぱり死ぬのが目的みたいですね、つって。I have no idea what to do anymore. これあれじゃない？これさ、あれだったりしない？自分でエスケープをしてゲームをやめるを、クイットトゥーメニューを何度もやるっていう。Okay, if I die once, I mean, if I can't do anything once more, I will try quitting the game and doing it over and over and over for a moment, like 10, 20 times maybe. ちょっと何か起きそうな気がするから、次ちょっとやり直すを永遠にやってみる。
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his
I
narrow
can't jump
vision
though.
of what this world is. Perhaps his death
See, I
was a
can't jump.
great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned.
I just got
and
something.
willingly accepted this
I just
final
got an
end to
achievement.
his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
How? It said I can't jump. How do I leap off?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
スクワット活用できてないってどういうこと？
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as
Oh,
ever.
the platform on the right.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Achievement. The achievement's name was You Can't Jump.
When every path you can
今だっ
walk has
て
been
ジャン
created
プは
for
で
you
きません
long
って
in
いう
advance,
実績ロックし
death
ましたもん。
becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The other platform? ほう、他にもあれがあるらしく、そこだと飛び降りれるらしいですね。
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Mm-hmm.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program
Yes,
before they
so
both
I thought-
fail.
I
Push
thought it's a
escape.
clue, so I'm gonna
Just
like
quit.
restart every.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your own.
Press escape and press, but there's no quit button. There's quit to menu, but there's no quit, so I'll just. Nope.
Only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
Ouch. What if I press quit now? Can I press quit just for... What if I press quit? 今クイットをしたらどうなんだ? Okay, didn't work. Okay, nothing happened. Welcome back. Ah.ちょっとこれを5回ぐらいやってみようかな。
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting?
ぼちぼちでもあと1回エンド見たらそこでギブですね。I'll try this for like 10 times maybe. Oh look! Something changed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
Knox.
lounge
Actually, I was
first,
going to bed
just to admire it.
just now. I was about to quit the game. Thank you for coming! Did I say Knox? Hi, Alban.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But
This game
eager
is
to get
weird.
back to business,
This
Stanley
game
took
is
the
so weird.
first
It's not
open
horror,
door
but
on
it's like
his
horror.
left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You made it to the end? You did this and you made it to the end? Okay, I'm so stuck. I don't know what to do.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh, my end of my entry.
There's
I see.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Thank
Someone you've forgotten about.
Oh, shit.
Please. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Ouch.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I just wanted to get to the other side.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
いいもん何回だってやるもん。うまくいくまで何度だって繰り返すのがゲームでそれ常識的。What is? Oh, wait. What? I never seen this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
大丈夫。
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
僕は
admire it.
エルデンリングをクリアした。僕はエルデンリングをクリアした。僕はエルデンリングをクリアした。
This room.
僕はエルデンリングをクリアした。僕はエルデンリングをクリアした。僕はエルデンリングをクリアした。
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
ホムラちゃんの気持ち分かってきたかもしれない。でもホムラちゃんはまだ誰かと会話ができるんですよ。これ僕は頭の中で変なおっさんがずっと頭の中で皮肉屋のおっさんがずっとワンワン言ってるだけなんですよ。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really?
Sif.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
ね、今
convinced
さ、
that I
今の
want
大事な
something
話の真っ
bad
最
to
中だったの
happen
に
to
さ、
you?
なんで話聞いてくれないの？超
I
消え
don't
て
know
る。
how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No, I won't give you a chance. 大丈夫、君の味方であることを証明させてほしいって言ったけど、もう信じない。味方になっても結局上位者に聞かれ
Now
も。
listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I
今出た部屋からするともう完全に
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
What do you mean?
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
You just open two rooms. Okay, that's sussy. Yes, as Albon says. Okay, this is also sussy.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Okay, I don't have time for this, please. Oh, it's a spaceship. Yay.
Here, yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley... No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of
Okay,
this.
whatever. もうわかんないっ
Please,
て。
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
何あそこにいたいの？でももう、あれよ。あー、飛び降りるしかないのか。なるほどな。So do I go back? まあ、I don't even なんかもう泣きそうな声も演技にしか聞こえないんだよね。なんだこれ。What is this? 女の子の絵なんだ
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Okay, he wants me to go. He wants me to just jump off. That's, you know. Okay, you know, he says this is beautiful, but this is kind of, you know, this is kind of weird. It's like a nightmare, you know, which is not scary, but kind of, you know, when you feel awkward, when you like watch.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
We didn't have nothing achieved here.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
もうだってさ、どうせ死んだらもうまた最初からやり直しだよっつって、もうここで手に入れたものはもうないよっつったけど。Ouch.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
ナレーターの思い通りにさせないためにやってるのかっつってけど、ちょっと心が痛んできた。僕も痛いし、痛い。
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I
wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
あ、ダメだ。ダメだ。もうなんか、あのままいたら多分殺される。やめよう。なんか、いや違う、今ね、英語でね、本当はずっとこうして言いたかったんだけど、もう無理かもしんないみたいなこと言ったから。
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
やっぱでも、あの人もループに苦しんでるからな。
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
I still have a lot of endings. Is there like a way I get there? あそこの下にどうにか行きたいよな。
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
よいしょ。
I was in the middle of
いやも
something.
う
You
分か
have
んなくなって
zero
きたからマジ
consideration
で
for
難しい。
others.
Danger
Are
everywhere.
you that
どこでも
convinced
危
that I
険。
want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to
下さっき
convince
飛び降
you
り
of
た。
this,
死にました
but I
ね。
really do want to
トラ
help
ッ
you.
クの上
To
に乗
show
れる
you
んだったら
something
ワンチャンかな。
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
次トラックに飛び降りてみるわ。
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley
強制じゃん。
walked through the red door.
めっちゃおこじゃん。
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms,
めたいこと言ってるわ。
developer
こ
textures.
こはまだ開発終わってねえから、
Was it
こ
worth
の
ruining
この
the
ゲームのこの部屋はまだ
entire
開発終わ
story
ってないから
I'd
さ、本当は君来るべ
specifically
き
for you?
場所じゃなかっ
You
たから、
don't
まだ
think
開
I
発
put
終わ
a
って
lot
ないん
of
だっつって
time into that because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
何もないぞ、ここには
Tell。you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
あ、結局組んだ。
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be
アンケー
honest.
ト始まったわ。
I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
日本人らしいアンケートを押しますね。
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound
めちゃ
good?
くちゃ暴言
Think
さ
we
れて
can
る。
do that? Yes? Hmm?
自分の意思ないんかって。3ってお前は自分の意思がないんかって言われた。
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
新しいもんができたぞっつって。わあ、すごい。もう。ふう。What is this? これ、ゲームプレイした人？あ、これゲームプレイした人ひょっとして。はあ。Did you know that 20%? ああ、これよくあるゲームで何%の人がこれをやったってやつか。嘘だ、でもこれ嘘っぽいな。嘘くせえな。
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
急に
Let me boot it
急
up.
に
It up.
今作ってるゲームのあれやってくれてた。プリテストやって。うわ
This game, the baby crawls
あ、
left
これが赤ちゃん
towards
とか。
danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly
赤ちゃん
confronting
が
the
炎に向かう
demands
のを
of
このボタンを
family
押して、
life. I
も
think
う
the art
とどめてくださいって言われ
will
た。
really take
これがさっき言っ
notice.
た赤ちゃんの
But
ゲー
of
ムか。
course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
この
Be
ゲ
sure
ーム
to
は
keep
4時間
notes
や
on
ら
your
やらないとこのゲームの意味が分かんないって言われた。音、ボタンの音うるさ。いや、音に発狂するわ、これ。ギー。
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you
大
hate
暴言吐かれ
babies
た。
or purely to spite me? Because if it's
め
the
ちゃくちゃ
latter,
暴
well, I
言
don't
吐か
know
れ
what
た。
to do. I'm completely out of
Spitely
ideas. I
bastard
can't
って
think of a single thing that might improve
バ
the
スタードで
experience
結
for
構な
me.
暴言なんで。
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's
めっ
see.
ちゃへこんで
What
る。
do we have here?
僕のゲームプレイしたやりと本当に気に入らなかったみたいに、誰か別の人のゲームやったらどうだいって言われてる。
Let's give it a shot.
本当に別のゲーム、人のゲーム、マインクラフト。
Well, Stanley, is this
ダメでしょ、これ。
At last, the
ダメでしょ、
one thing you've
これは。
always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
私が一切開発にかかってないゲームですって。これでもやってるのって言われた。
That'll be enough. Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you.
これダメでしょ、怒られるでしょ。
I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
見てろ、今、家を作ってやるって。
This will go here, no, here, and then...
すねてマイクラ始めたナレーション。The narrator, you know, his pouting and create, his started Minecraft.
Yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley.
どこ
Look at it.
あ、これ
Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
下手くそ。家小さすぎ。家小さすぎでしょ。
You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
どう見ても罠じゃん。どう見ても罠じゃん。中に入ってくださいっつって、外からじゃよりも全然素敵だよっつって。直訳すると、まあ中に入ってくれて、外からじゃね、50% しか見れないじゃんっつって。これ僕の配信部屋じゃん。あ、ここに繋がるんだ。So this is where I stream. Now this is where I stream. 独房に繋がったじゃん。最初からね、配信見てくださった人がわかるかもしれないけど。
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
すごいよね。すごいと思う。いや、違う。ダイヤで作ろう。
We have to go mining.
ダイヤ掘りに行こうぜって言われた。いや、これダメだって。これダメだって。怒られるって。僕バンされたくないよ。僕バンされたくないんだけど。大丈夫これ。松明欲しいんだけど。
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
今あれいたけど。今ゾンビかスケルトンいたけど。何のゲーム
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
このゲーム何か知らないけど超好きっつって。
Glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be?
物理演算ゲームだ。
Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
物理演算ゲームだ。いけた。これ、ラプチャーサイエンスじゃん。アパチャーって書いてあるけど、ラプチャーサイエンスじゃん。これ、どう見てもあれじゃん、じゃあ。完全にこれ、ポータルじゃん。ポータルですね。これ、
It's a puzzle.Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
あった。これを置くんですね。ちょっと、どうした違うゲームやり始めたんだけど、どうしたらいいよ、僕。Genius. 天才。
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the
この先の頭悪いから、この先ゲームクリアできないでしょっつって。もうゲームクリアしたってことにしていいよ。もういいよ。クリアしたこといいから、もう君と一緒にいるのが疲れたわっつって。
And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
はーい。死んでない。暗くて何も見えない。あ、落ちた。あ、これ、あれかなあ、無限に落ちるやつかと思ったけど、そう、まだあるのまだ、怖いじゃん怖えじゃんOkay, this is getting frightening again. Okay, oh, finally, a light. Let there be light. Yay. Okay, I'm getting... I do not understand a single thing I have to do in this game. What is this? Okay. There's a lot of machine. Okay, I think this is like a creation room or something like that. Okay, let's get out of here. Maybe if I could find something around here. Okay, nope. Nope. What happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
自分で全ての選択をしたかったんだとしたら、彼はそれに成功したでしょうね。まあ、どこにいるかわかんないんですけども。
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
もうすぐ終わりだ。つって。すぐ来るでしょ。終わった。終わんないんだなーって言おうとしたら終わった。あ、またこれか。これはなんかもう、この紙とかはもうランダムだと思う。この辺はランダムなんじゃないかなって。
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
ちょっとね、車の上着地できないか試してみよう。
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
いや、無理だろ。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
あそこに段ボールに落ちれば。
Really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
もうでもちょっと選択肢的にできることを思いつかないんですけど、もう一回していく？ What's a door clicking one?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded. Butterflies.
What do you mean look around? Tell me. I'm
eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Not much time left, actually. そろそろちょっと時間がちょっとね来ちゃってるな。
Walked straight ahead to the opposite door and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go...
Or 270. OK, ここもダメだな。ここは特に選択しないしな。
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
これオフィス違うって。違うオフィスだって言われた。Door 430.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
20回押せばなんかあるっていう。
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
いや、まだどれが足んないって言われた。
Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
50回押そうって言われた。やっぱね、20回でどれが足んない。50回押せば実績解除してあげるって。
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. 417なくない417ないですね。あった。
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Isn't this irony for like all the accomplishments for these? Okay, where is 437? For the achievements for other games, it's like I think this is like a big irony for it. Nice.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Oh, I passed it. なかったわ。あ、なかったってか、過ぎちゃったっぽいね。まあいいや。Yeah, there was. I passed by, I guess. あ、この家具あったっけ?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping, coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
はあ。いや、あれさっきここ開いたのに。さっきここ開いたよな、一回。
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Okay, I have no idea what to do anymore. Okay, this is annoying. I'll begin the game again.
All of his co-workers were... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's...
I already went to the end of the right path. I actually did.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Oh, the phone. I see. Let me try this.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for
あれでしょ
valiant effort. I want to see some hustle,
お
Stanley.
使い芸に対す
I
る皮
want
肉
to
でし
see
ょ
commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
これか。
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437どこだっけ 42430. Okay, this one.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
これお使い芸を痛烈に皮肉ってますね、多分。415? あれ ?4 あったあった。
Now, back to door number 437.
437戻れって。Okay, back to number 437. Where's 437? Over there.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
たらい回しされてる。
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Employee 419いたっけ登れって言われたけど。ないね。ここは43番だから。I know it sounds like, well, oh, this here.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
絶対これ皮肉じゃん。そういうゲームに対する。
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
まだコピーマシン触れって。
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it!
実績開示された。
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now?
少し前まで君は実績はただ5回クリックすればよかったと思ってるけどな。今はね、やっぱね、これぐらい必要だよねっつって、いやー楽しかったって言ってるね。意訳するとね。たまにここ長くなるんだよな。何なんだろう。
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, I think this is going to be
The
the
lounge was
last
grand,
round.
majestic. Perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
This will be my last round for today. Sorry, but I'll
Stanley
get to
was so
this
bad
last
at
ending.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
こっ
I
ち降りちゃ
realize
う
that
と
investing in your
ダメだ。
trust
こ
in
こから
someone
降りちゃ
else
死
can
ぬ
be
し。
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for
あそこ
me.
飛び降りらんないかな。段ボールだからな。無理か。
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
回ってしまった。Okay, I don't know where this goes, but
That's
I
her,
can't
Stanley.
unplug this.
You. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes,
That
I
wasn't
just
supposed
unplugged
to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
すごい、それはちょっと待って。そもそもゲームでそれ可能だと思ってなかったんだけど。
Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he
それ
finds
ゲー
his
ム的に
wife.
可能ではなかっ
The
たんだかって
two
言われ
pledge
たわ。
themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it
どうした
sooner?
一人になって
You're
口
not
になってほしいんですけ
Stanley.
ど。
You're a real person.
あ
I can't
あ、
believe
お
I
前
was
スタ
so
ンリーじゃねえな
mistaken.
って。
This
お
is
前
why
は
you've been able to make correct and incorrect
お前は
choices. And to
本
think
当の
I've
人
been
間だ
letting
なっ
you
つって
run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Yes.
It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real
お
world.
前
Please
本当の世
observe
界
this
で
helpful
そんな
instructional
指示従わなく
video.
て大丈夫か、いろんなこと危険になるぞって今から
Choice.
今
It's
から
the
正しい
best
指
part
示
of
を
being a real person.
今から正
But
しい
if
指示を
used
の教育ビ
incorrectly
デオを
can
見せるわって
also
言わ
be
れた
the
わ。
most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years
実際
helping
スティー
improve
ブン
the
は
quality of life for
選択肢を持って
citizens
いる。
of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice
彼は
would you make?
彼は
Remember
後進国
that
を支援
unlike
することも
here,
できる
the
し、
real world makes
周りの全てを
sense,
燃
and
や
at
すこと
no
もできる
time
けど、
should you
どっ
make
ち
a
がいい
choice
と思う？
that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
も
Allow
し
the
あなたが
person to
話す場合
finish their thought, then
わけわ
provide
かん
an
ないから言ったら
excuse why
彼
you
らは、
cannot continue talking.
実
Turn
在
to
す
a
る人物
partner
では
and
ないっつって
practice
言ってる。
saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
おや、4時半か。おお。practice 練習
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
常識的
Most
な
medical
常
professionals
識的な
recommend
選
making
択
at
肢を
least
取ること
8
が
choices per day.
健康
Do
な
you
生活
make
には
more
必要。
than
健
8?
康な人生に必要です
Less?。And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the
もし君
feeling
が自分
should
の指示が
subside.
なんかすごいちゃんと
At
意味
this
を持って
time,
素晴らしいことをしてい
your
ると思
instructor
っ
will
て
guide you
も
in an exercise
大
to
したことねえか
test
ら
and
君また
reinforce the material covered in this video.
教育されましたね。
Ah, welcome back.
なん
You
かバグ
may
ってる
have
けど。
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
なんかちょっとバグってない？なんかちょっとバグってない？なんか発言もなんかゲゲゲゲになってるけど、ナレーション。
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly
もう君は
halfway through the
もう君は
story.
ねちゃんと考え
That
られるから
story
ね。
would make
う
no
ん。
sense at all.
君がちゃんと考
We
えられ
just
て
need
知
to
ってる
get
か
you
ら
home as
あれ
soon
す
as
るよっつっ
possible
て。
before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it
プレイヤー
seems
飛び
this
降りなん
base
てもっ
is
との
not
かね
well
っつって
equipped
柵を
to
作っとい
deal
たや
with
つで。
reality.
他の申し訳ないのか。なんかできないか？こっちはいけない。
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
さ、ちゃんと左側行って、ちゃんと正しい
Now
選択をすれ
remember,
ば、
all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting
ス
the
タンリー
story
がちゃんと
first.
やるように
I'm
やるよ
quite
ね。
sure
ちゃんと
you'll be
責
up
任
to
を
the
持って行動
task.
をすること
Just。follow my lead and you'll be
つま
fine.
り、私のナレーションに従うこと。
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other
バグってる。
direction.
いや、め
Perhaps
っ
we're
ちゃ
not
バグ
too
ってる。
late.
やべえ、バグってる。なんか歪んでますね。何も起きない。ダメですね。Okay, it's not helping.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
めっちゃ怒ってるじゃ
What
ん
am。I supposed to do?
半
Even
端な
if
く
there
怒ってる
were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
せっかくいろいろ作ったのに、今更何新しい、全部それを消してさ、今まで作ったストーリー全部消して最初からやるっていうの、最初から新しいの作るっていうの、できるよ。今まですごい頑張ってきたしさ。
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
あら。今逃げられそうだったな。あ、や
Oh, I'm here.
Yes,
I'm
you're
still here.
You're still
here in
here.
this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
あら、もう完全にゲームが
It
破
was
壊
the
され
only
てたん
thing in
だ。
the world that was mine, and you've run it into
リ
the
セットできないん
ground.
だ。
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had
面
to
白いと思っ
see.
たのか。
Didn't I impress upon
試
you
す
how
試
important
さ
it
ざるを得な
was
かった
to
んだ
be
って。
like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to
私が
do
どうしようと言
something,
った時
there's a
も、
damn good reason for it. That thought
スタ
hadn't
ンリーは
even
私が何か
occurred
しよう
to
と
you,
ちゃんと分か
had
ってくれて、ストーリー
That there's a
をやってくれるのに、
world
貴様はな
outside
ぜ
of
こんなことをしたんだっていう。
You're a child.
お前はガキだ。
Oh, my story.
ごめんね、ストーリー破壊しちゃって
If
ごめ
you'd
ん
just gone
ね。
through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I
ネタバ
worked
レして
so
る。
hard on it.
左の
I
扉行っ
tried
たら
so
さ、なん
hard
かやべえ施設があってさ、それを破壊することもでき。
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always
What?
putting the
Stop.
story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
ル
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
あと
lead
1
and
回
you'll be
あと
fine.
いやあと2回やってみよう。
Alright. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Okay, let me try this just one more.
Behave exactly as Stanley
Just
would.
one more.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
あと2回
I'm quite
試してみ
sure
て何
you'll
か
be
変
up
更
to
がな
the
ければ
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
何も起きなそうだな。
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came
Yep.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. behave exactly as Stanley
ダメです
would.
な。
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
いや、まあ5回行こう。5回。
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
No!
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Hey,
All
hey.
right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
ああ、もう早く、分かった、
he entered
もういい
the
や。
door on his
早
left.
く開けてくれ。で、こっち行くとバグってんじゃないの？あ、バグって
Yet
ない
there。was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
あ、下行けな
Coming
い。
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
下行けなくなってる。そりゃそうか。いや、なんかもう、あれの気分ですね。なんか何あるじゃん、柵に入れられた赤ちゃんの気分。あれ、ボスの部屋変わってる。
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
Please
Stanley
be
wondered in
query
disbelief
into
who
that
orchestrated
receiver.
this, until he saw the door with a
Don't
voice
look at it.
receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just
あ、パス
last
コード知って
week.
んだ。
Night Shark 115.
ナイトシャーク
Was this the
115。
code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained
先週
never
見
to
た
speak
ボスの
up,
机に見
but
た
now
ナイトシャー
he
ク
would draw
115
from
が
within
コードなの
himself
かどう
the
か
courage to
試すには
face
一
the
つしかない。
unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
喋れないんですけど、僕。深く呼吸してコードを伝えたって言ったんだけど。
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
喋れ
He
ないんですけ
spoke
ど。
it into the receiver right there on the
これマ
wall.
イク反応してんの ?11 Night Shark 115
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver.
音
Otherwise,
声
we
入
can't
らない
get
んで
on
すよ
with the story. This is a crucial step.
OK。
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of
もう
respect
頼むから
Stanley
本
shows
当
for
に
his
もう
choices.
今回だけは
He
本
knows
気
what
で
it
頼む
means
から
to
って
take
や
a
ってる。
story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could
なん
have
でさ、
gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted
なん
over
でここ
there.
来たんだよ。だっ
Why
て
did you come this
こ
way?
こまで来たんだったらさ、
Speak.
最後までやってくれよっつって。
Explain
なんでここまで来たの
yourself,
さっき
you
右の道来たじゃねえかって言ったんだけど。右の
When
道
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
んあ、これサンリーだ。
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
やべ、いろいろバグってきた。
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
The end?
Are you
Hold
listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do.
何してもいいからさ、とりあえず反応してくれっつって。もうどっちでもいいから、もう今、もうこの際どっちでもいいから何かやってくれって言ってる。かわいそう。あ、もうストーリーを完遂させることが目的なんだな、ナレーターは。
You hear me? Are you there? You listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best.
いいよ、いいよ、待ってあげる。君、だって考える必要があるもんね。時間が必要なんだもんね、つって。
I'll wait for you to decide
か
what's
わい
the
そうになっ
right
てきた。
thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
おう。戻ってくるんかーい。まあ、今日はここまでかな。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
はい、ということで、一旦本日はここまでとさせていただきます。変わったゲームでしたね。This was really fun. This was a fun game, but, it fried my brain. I can't, it's kind of very hard to, translate at the same time, so it was kind of hard for me, but it was still fun. I might play the complete version. It's gonna be on stream next week, so no Steam. It's gonna be on Steam next week, so I might try that next week. I'm gonna read Super Chat right after this, and I'll finish the stream for today. ということで、本日のですね、なんかすごい面白いゲームでしたけど、ちょっとね、同時翻訳結構がっつり やってて、そこまでナレーターの方が喋るとは思わなかったから、ちょっと頭がクラクラし始めて、ちょっと知恵熱を起こしてるかもしれないのでね、また今度ですね、しっかりと、今度はね、多分英語オンリーでやってみようかなって感じはしますね。あえて。もしこれの、完璧版を次回、他のエンディングも探しつつやるんだったら、Steam でまたコンプリートエディションみたいに出るみたいなのでね、それに関しては、英語オンリーでやってみようかなって。I might play this English only for the complete edition or something like that, the one gonna be on the next stream. I'm not streaming, I mean the Steam next week. I might play English only for that, okay? So that's about it for today. ということで、ここからちょっとスパチャを読ませていただきます。クラム君スパチャはあかんて。クラム君スパチャはあかんて。マジで。マジでスパチャはあかんて。ありがとうね。スパチャありがとうございますけど、スパチャは大丈夫だからありがとうね。ちょっとごめんなさいね。はい、ということで、ありがとうね、クロム君。また今度、何か僕も、ね、ありがとうね、見てくれて。ということで、あれがないな。あ、BGM がない。今気づいた。しまったな。BGM 流すか？いや、流せる。出せる。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっとすぐに BGM を用意させていただきます。ここかな？ここじゃないね。ここだ。うるせー。大変失礼いたしました。バグってました。音量がバグってましたね。これぐらいで大丈夫かしら。本当に申し訳ございません。急に爆音出て僕もびっくりしました。本当に申し訳ない。これぐらいでいかがでしょうか。あまりにもパニックして、コントローラーじゃないや。マウス君も落ちてしまいましたね。飛び降りてしまいましたね。感じが違うね。まだ大きいか。これぐらいでどうだろう。はーい。ということで、ここからスーパーチャット読ませていただきますけど、スーパーチャット中コメントそういえばなくすのを忘れたわ。そうい。はーい。ということで、ここからスーパーチャット読ませていただきます。先日の分からちょっと行かせていただきますので、そちらもよっこ一緒するからちょっと待っててくださいね。どこだ？ ちゃいい？こんぐらいで。消えたし。お、消えたぞ。はい、ということで、ちょっと読ませていただきますね。少々お待ちください。どこだ？あったぞ。はい、じゃあ読ませていただきます。こちらは、お便り紹介、2022年4月17日の、お便り紹介から行かせていただきます。では、お便り紹介の方からですね、4月17日の分、中様、ありがとうございます。柴犬様、ありがとうございます。ちょっと位置を変えよう。柴犬様、ありがとうございます。ゴババ OEC 様、ありがとうございます。アグゴルゴーンさん、ありがとうございます。ハサハサさん、ありがとうございます。ゆきまるはなこさん、ありがとうございます。おけまるさん、ありがとうございます。アルバさん、ありがとうございます。浜崎さん、ありがとうございます。あゆさん、ありがとうございます。小道おじのりょけさん、ありがとうございます。それわどさん、ありがとうございます。中天さくさん、ありがとうございます。ズーさん、ありがとうございます。田崎まえさん、ありがとうございます。そしてクラゲのゆめさん、ありがとうございます。銀猫クロスさん、ありがとうございます。530369さん、ありがとうございます。上町ゆうげつさん、上町優しい月で、上町ゆうげつさん、ありがとうございます。マルカさん、ありがとうございます。古谷もみじさん、ありがとうございます。テコリーさん、ありがとうございます。C2 さんさん、C2 ピュー小さいのですいつも迷う。C2 ピューっていう走ってるサインなのか。まあでも数字の3だもんな。C2 さんさん、ありがとうございます。ありかさん、ありがとうございます。立花青葉さん、ありがとうございます。モナマルさん、ありがとうございます。ショウさん、ありがとうございます。ホロさん、ありがとうございます。キイチョウさん、ありがとうございます。金色のカエルさん、ありがとうございます。オクランさん、ありがとうございます。M ガルシアさん、ありがとうございます。バヤシさん、ありがとうございます。These Mobic, thank you very much. I always appreciate support. Thank you very much. ホットチョコレート僕も飲みたい。ホットチョコレート飲みたいさん、ありがとうございます。秋葉夕暮れさん、秋葉夕暮れさん、ありがとうございます。あやまるかのともさん、ありがとうございます。イージュさん、ありがとうございます。のとさん、ありがとうございます。かすみんさん、ありがとうございます。ゆずやさん、ありがとうございます。おからさん、ありがとうございます。リムは眠いさん。はい、ありがとうございます。中天さくさん、ありがとうございます。ワニさん、ありがとうございます。赤みさん、ありがとうございます。ニラたまさん、ありがとうございます。金のこさん、ありがとうございます。サミダレさん、ありがとうございます。ミーニーさん、ありがとうございます。ゆきのさん、ありがとうございます。アグゴルゴーンさん、ありがとうございます。そう、全略プロフはやめてくれと思いましたけど、全略プロフっていうのがあるらしいね。僕、それは知らなかったわ。全略プロフというものがあるのは知らなかったな。謝るからともさん、お許しください。イソさん、大きな絆創膏剤、ありがとうございます。ゆうとさんかな、ゆうとさん、ありがとうございます。さともちさん、ありがとうございます。せいさいさん、ありがとうございます。くすのきさん、ありがとうございます。なんか、ツイッターとかミクシーとか、そういった SNS の自分のプロフィール欄に書いてあることで、全略プロフって書いてあったのかと思った。あいさん、ありがとうございます。みんな死んでるね。 かぶこさん、ありがとうございます。若さん、ありがとうございます。おけまるさん、ありがとうございます。くらかけさん、ありがとうございます。あちゃさん、ありがとうございます。ローカさん、23時男性ライバー、製造区のオリバーエバンスさんなんか文句あんのかこら。ローカさん、ありがとうございました。D ゼモベクさん、Say so, say what? What? You have any problem? You have any problem with me that I am say so? It's D ゼモベク、thank you very much. エリハラさん、ありがとうございます。天野部さん、ありがとうございます。ニテフギさん、ありがとうございます。金曜日さん、ありがとうございます。あやねむさん、ありがとうございます。南大拓さん、ありがとうございます。ホットチョコレート飲みたいさん、ありがとうございます。シドウさん、ありがとうございます。クロムさん、ありがとうございます。ツナカンさん、ありがとうございます。六宮俊さん、ありがとうございます。リンゴさん、六宮俊さん、ありがとうございます。ここまでが2022年4月17日バージョンです。で、この次が昨日の、あれですね。乙女村。乙女村読ませていただきます。それはどさん、ありがとうございます。はそはそさん、ありがとうございます。夢見るひよこさん、ありがとうございます。ゆきまるはなこさん、ありがとうございます。おけまるさん、ありがとうございます。ズーさん、ママー、ぬぬぬぬ、ありがとうございます。なこさん、ありがとうございます。マッカさん、ありがとうございます。マッカさん、ありがとうございます。六宮俊さん、ありがとうございます。530369さん、ありがとうございます。中田さくさん、ありがとうございます。アグゴルゴーンさん、ありがとうございます。あゆさん、ありがとうございます。今日は、今日こそインポスター引けるというよりですね、インポスター引きました。天崎さんも、フラグを立てつつ、インポスター引かせていただきました。ありがとうございます。あゆさん、ありがとうございます。天崎さん、ありがとうございます。鹿尾さん、ありがとうございます。やひろさん、ありがとうございます。アルパさん、かわいらしい乙女ばかりの村ですね。あれ何よ、なんか文句あんの？あたしにも失礼だし、それママにも失礼だし、大ママにも、ビッグママにも失礼だからね。ビッグママにも、私のママにも、私にもママにもみんなに失礼だから。よくないわよ、そういうの。ね、みんな可愛いわよ、素敵だよ。アルパさん、ありがとうございます。ショウさん、ありがとうございます。金色のカエルさん、ありがとうございます。キイチョウさん、ありがとうございます。ツナカンさん、ありがとうございます。忘れなぐささん、ありがとうございます。銀猫クロスさん、ありがとうございます。ジャスミンチャさん、ありがとうございます。柴犬さん、ありがとうございます。秋は夕暮れさん、ありがとうございます。モケモケさん、ありがとうございます。立花青葉さん、ありがとうございます。イージューさん、Thank you very much. I always appreciate support. ありがとうございます。バヤスさん、ありがとうございます。ママたちは美しい枠ということで、あら、あなたいいこと言うじゃない。あなたうまいじゃないのね。きっとモテるんでしょうね。もう、今度サービスしちゃう。ありがとうございます。バヤシさん、ありがとうございます。おけまるさん、ありがとうございます。形容しがたきすっぱいマンさん、形容しがたきすっぱいマンさん。ありがとうございます。ホロさん、ありがとうございます。ニテフギさん、ありがとうございます。ポヘを食べますさん、ありがとうございます。ホットチョコレート飲みたいさん、ありがとうございます。田崎まえさん、ありがとうございます。クラゲの夢さん、ありがとうございます。ディーゼモベクさん、ありがとうございます。ディーゼモベク、Thank you very much.I appreciate support. モナマルさん、ありがとうございます。金曜日さん、ありがとうございます。クスノキさん、ありがとうございます。みぞれさん、ありがとうございます。イソさん、ありがとうございます。アリサさん、ありがとうございます。ひさみねさん、ありがとうございます。テンピーさん、ありがとうございます。腹筋さん、ありがとうございます。カリョウビンガーさん、すげえ名前。仏教系かな。カリョウビンガさん、ありがとうございます。秋葉夕暮れさん、ありがとうございます。たよささん、ありがとうございます。なこさん、ありがとうございます。ごめんなさい。たよさんが、昨日の分、マンガス、乙女村最後でして、次から、本日の分読ませていただきます。なこさん、ありがとうございます。You like my English accent so much, but I've lost so many skills to pronounce it. See, I can't pronounce.My pronunciation is getting really bad. But thank you for saying that I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you very much. なこさん、ありがとうございます。青花立場さん、ありがとうございます。青花立場さん、誰だろう。名前変形させちゃったわ。立花青葉さん、ありがとうございます。しかも立花で1文字なのに、青花立場さんって。立花青葉さん、ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. メルカさん、Thank you very much. 六宮俊さん、Thank you very much. なんか、英語がごっちゃになってきた。まどかさん、ありがとうございます。六宮俊さん、ありがとうございます。アルパさん、ありがとうございます。もう英語とね、日本語行き来するの結構ね、皆さんが思ってる大変だからね。田崎まえさん、ありがとうございます。おけまるさん、ありがとうございます。アグゴルゴーンさん、ありがとうございます。マルナッツさん、ありがとうございます。ハソハソさん、ありがとうございます。せいさいさん、ありがとうございます。ズーさん、ありがとうございます。キイチゴさん、ありがとうございます。ホロさん、ありがとうございます。ジャスミンチャさん、ありがとうございます。DZ Monkey, thank you very much. Appreciate your support. Classic joke. How do you put a professor into a computer? Ha ha ha. Very funny. Thank you very much. アンさん、ありがとうございます。千葉犬さん、ありがとうございます。それはどさん、ありがとうございます。あゆさん、ありがとうございます。テッコリーさん、Thank you very much. I always appreciate your support. Thank you very much. 530369さん、ありがとうございます。林さん、ありがとうございます。金色のカエルさん、ありがとうございます。ナノジュランさん、Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. ありがとうございます。みてふぎさん、ありがとうございます。イージューさん。先生がついにパソコンの世界に弾丸論破のあれか弾丸論破のあれは意識してなかったかな。でも、ありがとうございます。Thank you very much, イージューさん。Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. 秋は夕暮れさん、ありがとうございます。ゆきまるはなこさん、ありがとうございます。りゅうかさん、ありがとうございます。おこなんさん、ありがとうございます。わかる。だからスパチャを投げることができる。ありがとうございます。何のセリフだっけ？北斗の剣だっけ？違った気がすんな。だから〇〇することができるってなんだっけ？覚悟のすすめが？いや違うな。男塾？まあいいや。北条せつなさん。Speaking of you like Oliver Mom. Thank you very much. 北条せつなさんありがとうございます。明日からそっか。わかる。だから彼女を救うことができるか。明日からなるほどね。ホットチョコレート飲みたいさん、ありがとうございます。クロムくん、ありがとう。本当にありがとう。ありがとうね、クロムくん。ポヘを食べますさん、ありがとうございます。モナマルさん、ありがとうございます。ゆきのさん、ありがとうございます。中天作さん、ありがとうございます。ラマリさん、ラマリ、thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. そして、メープルさん、ありがとうございます。M ガルシアさん、ありがとうございます。川原さん、ありがとうございます。天崎さん、ありがとうございます。ゆらちむさん、ありがとうございます。さみだれさん、ありがとうございます。きりぼしさん、ありがとうございます。銀猫クロスさん、ありがとうございます。コンパスのこよみさん、ありがとうございます。なつきさん、ありがとうございます。リカピさん、ありがとうございます。ニラタマさん、ありがとうございます。はるき37111さん、ありがとうございます。カメリアさん、ありがとうございます。生米の雑炊さん、ありがとうございます。シューおばちゃん。クリアおばさんみたいなもんかな。シューおばちゃん、シューおばちゃん。Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate your support. Thank you very much. そして、途中で更新分もそれで終わりかな。多分終わりだと思う。いや、まだあった。眠り羊さん、ありがとうございます。ヤナさん。Thanks for stream, Prof. I hope your moves goes well and without complications. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your support. かものこさん、ありがとうございます。片岡さん、ありがとうございます。天野部さん、ありがとうございます。一休さん、ありがとうございます。みわおさん。I was brain melted too, but thank you for coming and thank you for watching and thank you for the super. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Miss Penguin さん。Miss Penguin さん、今日も可愛いですか？ありがとうございます。イージューさん、ありがとうございます。Miss Penguin さん、ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. Appreciate support. イージュー、thank you very much. I appreciate support. あさん、thank you very much. ウニガミさん、あさん、ありがとうございます。8割くんのアイコンで、カタカナであのみで、あさん、ありがとうございます。ウニガミさん、thank you for the stream. Thank you very much too. 6 Unigumi, thank you for your support. 6SYX, thank you very much. Appreciate your support. リトさん、ありがとうございます。 And Onigami, thank you very much again for the second super. Thank you very much. ということで、これで以上となっております。明日はちょっとお休みさせていただきます。明日の日です。Tomorrow, I think I will have no stream for tomorrow. That is all it for today. And let me, ということでですね、これで以上とさせていただきますが、ちょっと、ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと確認したいことあるんで少々お待ちください。そうですね。いろいろありましたね。いろいろありましたって話で、軽く僕も、ね、軽いちょっとお話、このタイミングにするのもあれなんですけど、させていただければと思うんですけど。彼帰って、同期が帰ってまいりまして、今日も配信していたみたいなんですけれどもね。軽く話しておこうかなと思うんだけど、彼がしたことに関して擁護するつもりは僕は一切ありません。擁護できることだとも思っておりません。で、いろんな人にすごい、たくさんの迷惑をかけたし、そのことについてはきちんと反省を示さなくてはならないことだと思う。で、僕がそれについていじったりすることは絶対ないし、触れることも今後一切ない。で、できれば本人にもしないでほしいと僕は思ってる。でも、それを踏まえて、今回戻ってきたからには、すごく頑張ってほしいし、で、起きてしまったからには 100% は無理かもしれないけど、そして、これを聞いて僕のファンに、僕のゼミ生になってくれてるみんなの中でも、それは納得いかないって思う人も絶対いるとは思うんだけれども、もう 100% は多分無理だとは思うんだけど、以前のようにとは。とはいえね、また一緒に笑えたら嬉しいなと、個人的には思うから、頑張ってほしいなっていうのが僕の意見で。でも、今言ったのがもう全てで、今後これについて触れることはないので、よろしくお願いいたします。僕のスタンスとしては以上です。ありがとうございます。はい。ということで、本日までお越しいただき誠にありがとうございました。では、ですね、本当にいつかまた笑えたら、それは個人的には嬉しいと思う。だからこそ頑張ってほしいなっていう話でした。以上です。では、明日は配信お休みで、I'll be streaming tomorrow。明後日もちょっとまだちょっとわかんないかもしれないけど、できたら、まだちょっとわかんないや。ごめんね。明後日もできそうな気はするんだけどな。いや、やめとこう。ということで、配信は以上となっておりますので、最後まで、見てくださって本当にありがとうございました。ちょっと脳が疲れてきて、だいぶ脳がグルグルしてるから、このままお休みさせていただきます。Alright, that's about it for today. Thank you for coming to my class today. You guys are dismissed. That is over. So, sleep tight, please sleep tight. It's getting late and have a nice stream. ということで、本日はここまでとさせていただきますので、皆さんも、風邪をひかないように気をつけてください。ではでは皆様、おやすみなさい。良い夢を。